Sanchika and Swajaya are conducting literary meetings regularly. Today, as a part of the literary meeting, we are interviewing Parthiv, Dhar, co-author of this biography of Kishore Kumar. The biography is very comprehensive and in a way it is a well-researched book, throws light on some of the most important aspects of Kishore Kumar's personality and his life, and some of the things that you read in this book you will not find anywhere. The extensive research done in the background of Kishore Kumar and the material that has been gathered, and that material, the way it is presented is amazing. So today we will be interviewing, or we will be learning from Mr. Parthiv Dhar why they wrote this book, how they researched for this book, and the pains that have been taken in making this book most presentable, even though it runs into more than 545 pages. The interest never wanes. Right from the page 1, it draws you into the book and then takes you along with it on the life journey of Kishore Kumar. So Parthiv Dharji, I congratulate you first on producing this, one of the most wonderful book, a biography of Kishore Kumar, along with Sri Anirudha Bhattacharjee. And I remember Anirudhji in an article reviewing a book on film personality said that most of the biographies are written in such a way that either they defy the personality, making him into a demigod, are very critical, but never objective. They don't look at the personality in a neutral way, judge him for what he is, and project him in a very as he was. So this book almost does it.
Thanks so much.
So it's almost like he wanted a biography which does not defy a film personality, and he did it along with you. So first, we congratulate you on producing this wonderful book, and then we would like to know our viewers your background, because this seems to be your first book. So before you tell us how you came to write this or co-author this book, what is your background, like your childhood, and how you were interested in films and film songs? And almost you just told me that you are researching on Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose also. So how did you get into this?
Okay. Murliji, thank you so much. First of all, let me make one thing very clear, sir. I am not that much into films. You ask me any super hit songs or super hit movies, I may not be able to recollect. I am just, it's a one-track mind on Kishore Kumar.
So you made it pretty clear.
Yeah, I am making it pretty clear. I am not an authority on movies or whatever. When I was young, I was born in Shillong.
Oh.
My father was in a government job, and when Shillong became, Shillong was the capital of Assam at that time. And after that, the capital shifted to Guwahati, and I was 2 to 3 years old at that time, and we shifted to Guwahati.
But what is your mother tongue?
Mother tongue is Bengali,
okay.
And our wife is she's an Assamese. So, and I don't have any brothers and sisters. I am the only child of my parents, and both my parents were working. So what happened was, radio used to be the only medium where you can get yourself entertained and all those things. So during the school vacations and all, whenever friends were not there, those 2-3 hours every day we used to listen to the radio, and you would appreciate that during those times, 72, 80, out of 10 songs in the radios, male 8 used to be of Kishore Kumar.
It's a Kishore Kumar era.
It was a Kishore Kumar era. So that probably hooked me on to Kishore Kumar, the kind of voice he had. But then I did not know that he was having different facets to his character and all. I was limiting myself to his songs and all. Dhire dhire, when I just began to see that once, we knew that he was an actor of Padosan, Chalti Ka Naam Gaadi and all. Then I remember when he died, Sandeep Ray, he had produced a documentary on Kishore Kumar, Zindagi, Safar, which was sponsored by Bata. There I came to know that apart from singing, he was a prolific actor also. Then I started gathering his movies. But the story doesn't end there.
It begins there most probably.
Yeah. Now, when I was getting to know him more and more, I realized that Kishore Kumar as a person far outdoes his achievement as a singer and an actor. The kind of anecdotes, the kind of stories, then that started. In fact, Morisa would be, I mean, Anirudha, in all his, even in his Singapore visits also, he tells about that I had my honeymoon in Khandwa. So fascinated was I about Kishore Kumar. Then when I went to Khandwa, went to Indore and Bhagalpur and all, I realized that this man is something different.
So in honeymoon, did you go on hunting Kishore Kumar?
Yeah, that is the reason why we choose Khandwa. My wife, she initially was totally skeptical and wanted to know where you were going and all those things. Just come with me, and if you don't like, then we'll have something else. But let me be very honest, after coming back, she realized that no, this is nothing short of a pilgrimage. Khandwa is to Kishore Kumar is what Mathura is to Sri Krishna.
And does she share your enthusiasm about Kishore Kumar?
Almost 50%, I can say.
That's wonderful.
Yeah. So that is how the interest in Kishore Kumar began. I am now more focused on Kishore Kumar as a person. Yeah. And you would not believe, this time also I went to Khandwa just around a month back. There also I unearthed a lot of new information, and we were just discussing about Anirudha and myself that how do we go about it. So then maybe something more in future. So this book will also come in Marathi, Bengali and Hindi. So something more we can insert in that. So this person is so colorful and all this, you're never short of information on Kishore Kumar. Regarding now you were asking.
I think we have to go back to your honeymoon. We have jumped the time.
Yeah.
And what did you find that is interesting there at that time? That you wanted to write a book, or
yeah.
When did the idea germinate?
Yes.
Like
for that, there were three more main characters. One is, of course, myself. One is Anirudha Bhattacharjee, and one is Kishore Kumar. So Anirudha Bhattacharjee and me go a long way. Our friendship is almost 20 years now. And sir, you will be glad to know that we both of us had started one campaign on Bharat Ratna for Kishore Kumar. That campaign gathered a lot of momentum, lot of steam. We went to the West Bengal government, MP government, and unfortunately because of so many political pressures and those things are not materializing. But we genuinely felt that if a person has to have a Bharat Ratna, it has to be Kishore Kumar.
But does it make a difference to Kishore Kumar?
No, it doesn't make a difference, but that cannot be a alibi of not giving him.
Because the moment you say Kishore Kumar Bharat Ratna, there are people, Muhammad Rafi also needs a Bharat Ratna.
Yeah.
So
even a lot of people are campaigning for
Muhammad Rafi too.
Muhammad Rafi Bharat Ratna too. So we'll not go into that. But we, the Kishore Kumar followers and lovers, we felt because this person has not got even a Padma Shri or whatever.
Yes.
He
deserves.
He has not got anything. Not even. So I mean, the only government award which he got was that Madhya Pradesh award, and that also, if you read the forward of this book, he was very pissed off. That award has been renamed as Lata Mangeshkar Award because he wanted it to be a Tansen Award so that it looks better.
But here we'll digress a bit. Like Kishore Kumar never got a Padma Shri. I think there is a reason. Because till 1969 he was never taken as a serious artist. He was because of his ways, the films that he acted in, the songs that he has sung. Not many soulful songs before 69, except for Dukhi Man Mere, Sun Mera Kehna and such songs. After 69, he was a phenomenon where everybody was swept away by his voice. But then there was emergency, Congress government, and all this tiff with such people. So by the time people could really understand his greatness.
And if you read the book, sir, there is one page. I am also reading the book along with you. I have finished 250 pages because of the literature. But I think we have mentioned once that he was considered for Padma Shri in the year 1981, I suppose. Yes. And because of his income tax issues and all, the government decided not to give him. He was considered.
Yes, that is mentioned here.
So Anirudha and myself, our friendship go a long way, and so during this Bharat Ratna campaign only. And if you recall his R.D. Burman book, It started in 2009 and it got completed in 2011. And then we both of us were talking that our next project has to be Kishore Kumar.
So were you in any way associated with the R.D. Burman project?
R.D. Burman project, yes, means we are talking about, because I am not a very technical person. He is a technical person. He knows the rags and all those things. So regarding R.D. Burman's life and all those things, I have given some input. That's all. But only thing is that we had decided at that very moment that our next book will be on Kishore Kumar, and we were going to collaborate on that.
And but here I would like to ask you one question. You know, S.D. Burman and R.D. Burman are the two music directors who really elevated Kishore Kumar to a different level. Other music directors too gave beautiful songs to Kishore Kumar. But the moment you say S.D. Burman and R.D. Burman, you can see two different poles, like ultimate songs of Kishore Kumar. So who do you think is most important for Kishore Kumar as a singer? S.D. Burman or R.D. Burman?
You were catching me on the wrong foot. But this actually, R.D. Burman and Kishore Kumar were very, very thick friends type, and S.D. Burman and Kishore Kumar were like father and son. That is the difference. And S.D. Burman is on record saying that if I don't get Kishore Kumar, only then I switch over to other singers. That is the reason why he got Mohammad Rafi to sing for Guide, for Tindevia and all those places. So Kishore Kumar had a lot of tough times in the 50s and the 60s. And actually you bring a very important question, because a lot of people are asking us that in the book is of 550 pages or something. Almost 75% of the book is pre-Aradhana days, where Kishore Kumar was not that what he became, and we have devoted only a small portion later part when he became a phenomenon. So I mean they thought that we did not do justice to Kishore Kumar's main era, the 69 onwards. The reason is that simple reason is that because this is a biography. If you see, in 70s, there were no such life events for Kishore Kumar. The curve was linear. He was singing, going up and up and up and up. And only emergency was there. But if you see 50s and 60s were the phase where the struggles were at its peak. And he had a lot of live events. Ruma, Madhubala, and so many other things.
So you would like to say that there is more drama before 69?
Exactly. Yeah, if you write a biography on a person, his life events, where it unfolds, more events, more inflections, more curves are there before 69. After 69, he was a king, and he had no such competition. Even till the day he died, also he was recording.
Yes. And so he was fed up and packed his bag.
Yeah.
Go to Khandwa.
Yeah, that is, in fact, 13th October he died, and 19th of October I think his tickets were there for Khandwa. And Khandwa, I tell you, sir, these people, if you see all his friends, they don't know anything about music. And he sits with them, and the way they tell us the stories, he roams in the streets, and like he from recently I have discovered a few letters of Kishore Kumar, where he has made a confirmation that 1976 onwards he will go to Khandwa every year and do a show. People have seen him in Khandwa literally dying for the audience, because he had a heart attack in 1981. That is why I tell you, the Kishore the person is making me more fascinating than Kishore the actor or singer. 1981, this person has a heart attack, and he does a show in 1982 at Khandwa. People of Khandwa were telling me that Leena Chandravarkar was just beside Kishore Kumar in that stage, and Kishore Kumar was Uchler and sing that.
That's Kishore Kumar.
Then Leena Chandravarkar was saying that you just had a heart attack, please cool down, restrain yourself. He was telling, no, let me die in front of them, and that is recorded. He's saying, let me die in front of my people. You will not get such person anywhere. Another thing, you see, Kishore Kumar, why we have written this book?
No. But how did you get this idea of writing that?
That is one thing is that in fact, I have got my entire collection also from Guwahati to Hyderabad. I would invite you one day in my house. We have dedicated one room for Kishore Kumar. It's a small museum of me. So, and I will just like to show you what all is there in our possession. So after having so much of information, it will be a crime not to write a book. And second thing is that Kishore Kumar was not helping us. Kishore Kumar was very economical with the press. He will not tell anything.
Yes.
You give him allegations and allegations, he is quiet. So he was totally like, he was in a world of his own. You allege him, a music director of the ranks of Naushad is on record saying that Kishore Kumar was beating Madhubala, whipping Madhubala. Kishore Kumar did not even say, no, I did not do. He did not have time for all those things. Only in the year 1981, and that too in a small mention with a journalist Vinod Tiwari in a regional magazine called Madhuri. When asked, he told me that I had Madhubala wanted to commit suicide. I saved her during the trip of England. Now, who will do that? People are alleging you. If I had been in his place, I would have had a press conference and I would have told, see, I have saved her from suicide.
But in that, I draw parallels with Lata Mangeshkar. She too never responded to any sort of criticism or allegations.
Yes.
Even Kishore Kumar too. They never bothered about this.
Never bothered.
And never clarified.
Never clarified. So many now say. So these are the things I felt that and when the R.D. Burman book got over, we really felt that we needed to work on this Kishore Kumar. The subject is so interesting. In fact, sir, to be very, very frank to you, that it took us 2 years to even start the book because we didn't know where to start. Whether we'll make it a chronological or make it in the form of a story. Then finally we zeroed down on the fact that we'll start with his death, then make the entire thing a background sort of thing. Flashback. This character was so colorful, so interesting, and it although it is named as the ultimate biography, but we personally feel that Kishore Kumar's biography can never be ultimate. I mean, there's so much more to tell. So this is how, but this book took almost 10 years in making because of a few reasons. Like initially, HarperCollins was not the publisher of this book. Westland was the publisher. Then they got we had to cancel our contract with Westland. Then HarperCollins came into the picture. In the meantime, S.D. Burman book also started getting streamed. Balaji's and another book. So this book also got priority because Kishore Kumar's book, we intentionally delayed it. So that whenever we will write, let it take 10 years, 15 years, we don't mind. But it should be Pakka, one of the most authentic books to be written. So that is how it all started, and some people's generous contributions needs to be mentioned. One of them is late Professor Swarup Vajpayee of Christian College, Indore. So I met him in 2010. Unfortunately, he passed away last year, in fact. So he was the person who coordinated and he got us those, Kishore Kumar's certificates, his college certificate, and this college certificate, his transfer certificates, and so many things. So I'm really indebted to Professor Vajpayee. And sir, I can show these certificates are there with me now in Hyderabad. So one day I would like to show you those. There only we came to know that so many revealing things like whether Kishore Kumar was born in 4th August 1929 is also debatable.
Yes.
Whether and especially a lot of rumors are floating in the net.
Yeah.
For most the rumor which has attained the cult proportions today is that Kishore Kumar was named Avas Ganguly, and he became Kishore Kumar. Nothing could be further from the truth. Kishore Kumar was always Kishore Kumar. Only his name was Keshore, Kishore, and sometimes they used to write Kishore, but he was always, like say, for example, once in a blue moon, some friends might have called him, hey Abhas, Aja, or his father or his mother. But for all practical purpose, 99% of the time, he was always Kishore Kumar. In Khandwa, I have never seen any of his friends referring to him as Abhas. So that myth needs to have been broken. Second is, did he meet Saigal? That also, if you see, so many myths are there floating around. Kishore Kumar has never met Saigal. Kishore Kumar has met Saigal only once. So we have come up with this, that Kishore Kumar had met Saigal twice. So these kind of
you put to rest so many rumors and lies and wrong incidents that are floating around. But actually, when did you start writing seriously? And how did you plan? Because one person writing is a lonely job, but two writing together, how did you manage?
Initially, the Khandwa, because I have been going there, and in Khandwa, Indore, 50s and the 60s, especially, I had taken 70s, because Anirudha is more into technical things, to the song descriptions, whatever you see. And let me tell you, the brainchild of the structure is also his only.
Like naming with
nagas and all those things. That was his thing. And 50s, 60s, then emergency, that part I took over. So that's how we used to share notes. Sometimes something, if I feel I could improve his inputs, where some factual errors were there, where he felt that he could have improved. So we always, you can see our chats, it might be running into thousands of pages, WhatsApp chats and all.
That means you never sat together and wrote. You were writing at one place?
Yeah, I was writing in Guwahati.
Okay.
And he was writing in Bangalore. At that time he was in Bangalore. Yeah.
And then you scanned them and sent them?
No, I used to send my chapters to him by mail. And then he used to send his.
And then, but how did you divide the chapters?
That's what I told him, sir.
You named the chapters in ragas, but initially it is.
I used to send him the manuscripts, so he used to fit it into the chapters. Like for example, say the 50s, that would have been mainly 100-page. I would write on that, so you would fit it into those. The fitting part is totally.
But totally, how many pages have you written initially? Because this is
a heavily edited book.
Yes.
Yes.
It is obvious by looking at its structure, the way it is modeled.
Yeah.
You know that you must have written more than thousands of pages.
Yes.
And then edited it or rewrote
certain
things.
Yes.
Omitted certain things.
Yes.
I think the omitted runs into lots of pages.
Lots of pages. Yes.
So how did you decide which should go in, which should fit in? And can you tell us a few very interesting incidents that you have left out?
That's a very good question. We have left out certain incidents of his childhood and of his college. Then we have left out, this his tiffs with Amitabh Bachchan. If you see, not much has been written on that.
He stopped singing for Amitabh Bachchan.
That we just ended with that. We had some more materials on that. We had left out.
And he stopped singing for Mithun Chakravarti. That you just mentioned and then passed it over.
Yes. So because of the paucity of spaces and all, then he was one thing which we had written that might be there in the Bengali edition. He had never dominated the Bengali music field like the others, but in the 80s he was a one-man show for the Bengali industry. So that he was continuously giving hits after hits, much more than the Hindi ones, in fact. So that portion
actually
also.
By 80s the melody has gone out of Hindi film songs.
Yes.
And even Lata Mangeshkar was frustrated with the songs that are created.
Yeah.
Kishore Kumar to express, even though he was singing.
A lot of interviews we'll see where he's saying that. That's why I want to go back to Khandwa. This is not the way. But just because Kishore Kumar was singing, maybe we could still hear those Ekak Maru and all those things. You cannot imagine those by somebody else.
What I feel sudden, the tragic part is when most creative music directors were there,
Yes.
Kishore was not into serious singing.
Yes.
When he came into serious singing, the creativity is
Exactly.
really gone down out of film music.
Exactly, very true, very true. Like that is what actually, because 50s were supposed to be his best years. Only thing is that he got entangled in a lot of B grade movies. If you see, he was working 24 hours a day almost, and as per few film magazines of the 50s, after Dilip Kumar, he was the busiest star in the industry. So had he been a bit more prudent, and if he could have combined certain songs and all, he would have been. And plus one more thing, most important thing, sir, which I just forgot, is that Kishore Kumar's first two movies as a music director, both remained unreleased. And if you had seen those movies, these songs are available in YouTube. If you have a chance, just look into it. These are classics. These are not anywhere less than Dur Gagan Ki Chhaav Mein Aano. So had God smiled on him, and if those two movies in 1959 and 60 had been released, he would have been in a different plane altogether. Suhana Geet and Nila Asman.
Yes, you mentioned those things. But and this is a personal feeling that the film industry does not let a person do more than a single role. If he was a singer, he should be a singer, not act. If he is an actor, he should not sing. So combining both of them with music direction would have been disaster like Hemant Kumar.
And see, this one more interesting thing is that he was like what he was saying, but he was still managing it. But 60s, stay in the book also, because of this Madhubala's health.
Yes.
Madhubala's health actually, it started affecting him also, and that is why you see suddenly his appearance in the films change. 61 and onwards he lost hair and he appeared old. If you see that Kishore Kumar of 58 and Kishore Kumar of 62, you will find a lot of difference. And this Madhubala, when she was not keeping well, Kishore Kumar, that's also there in the book, I think, he used to have dinner twice. Once with Madhubala and once
with his mother.
So having dinner twice also took a toll on his health.
That having a person constantly sick in the house, it affects anybody's psyche.
Yes. And 60s, like what you were telling, sir, that again brings me to that. Lot of shelved movies were there. In fact, there is one movie called Dil Se Mile Dil. I don't know the reason why this movie has not seen the light of the day. It's a complete movie. I have got the full story also. And this movie pitted Kishore Kumar against Balraj Sahni. So that movie in 67 would have been a, I don't know, but looks to be a very tempting movie.
Crazy actor versus natural actor.
Yes. But that was Kishore Kumar.
And what is the research that has gone into it? Because there are some of the things in this book I have not read anywhere, in any magazine.
Can you just tell me, sir, a few things, then I can tell you where.
About his childhood, about his college days.
Yeah.
And all those things, about certificates you told me, the principal. But these things were never mentioned anywhere. These are
virgin
new information. So, what is that?
So let me start with his childhood. Childhood mostly started with his friends. His friends talk.
They were ready to talk, or
yeah. They were ready to talk. I even met his college schoolmates, and if you see the acknowledgement we have given, Rannik Bhai Mehta is one of his closest friend. He was. Went to his house. Unfortunately, he died. Some 4, 5, 6. Gave us a lot of information. Then his one more person was there, Baba Bhai Andaiwale. So Kishore Kumar had made a movie. Actually, Kishore Kumar had made a movie on his friends. Khandwa Ki Shaan. He's not released it, but just that. Let us make a movie. See that how the person was. He made a movie only for his friend. Did not release it. No distributor. Nothing. Made it made our friends happy, kept it. So he also gave us a lot of inputs. Then there was one person called Surendra Pagade. Surendra Pagade, unfortunately, he was no more, but his son is there, Ajay Pagade. He knew lot of information. He was a, warehouse of information. Some of the informations we have given,
no one has given so far.
Yeah, some of the informations we have kept on hold. We might, that's what I was just telling you, sir, that we might be editing and appending some informations in the Hindi book, maybe, because Khandwa, they are not much interested in English books. They were just when you are bringing the Hindi one, when you are bringing that is what they are just requesting us. So we have told them that next 4th August at least we'll try our best to come up with the Hindi one. So some more information might be there in the Hindi.
And actually, while reading this, one naughty thought was always at the back of my mind.
Yes, sir.
Kishore Kumar is a colorful personality, a very lovable person, right? Like in Half Ticket, even though he is a very lovable person.
Yes.
Then there was no love story. वो जवानी जवानी नहीं जिसकी कोई कहानी ना हो. There was no love story till he came to films and met his first wife.
Yeah.
So it really looks a bit out of character.
That angle actually, we did not frankly ask anyone also in Khandwa. I should not tell you the any other theoretical things. But one thing is there, if you see in the book, it is there that in Indore Christian college, a lot of girls used to fall for it. That is there. Otherwise,
so nothing specific.
But lot of
bachna hai hasino logo.
But it is a fact that because of his voice, he had attracted a lot of female followers.
And one more thing, what I would like to know from you is, there is a perceptible change in his voice after 60, especially during 69.
Yes.
So usually there will be degradation in the voice as a person ages, or his voice loses that strength, like it happened to Mohammad Rafi.
Yes.
But why Kishore Kumar's voice suddenly became such a baritone and strong and powerful voice? Is there any
maybe that Kishore Kumar was a person who used to ride only on the confidence factor. If you see, after that, after Madhubala passed away, he had no luggage as such. And he was alone in a palatial palace in Gauri Kunj and all, and he used to do his riyaz very, very meticulously in the 70s. In the 60s, the riyaz was not there because of his personal issues. In fact, he had to, he had to shoot Dudh Gagan Ki Chhaav Mein on the headlight of a car because he had spent all his money on Madhubala's treatment. And Kishore Films had stopped also for some time between that. So with that mentality, it is difficult for a person to focus on riyazes, singing, and also he did not have the time and mentality also. But in 70s, he was a different ball game altogether.
He was a free bird.
He was a free bird.
And his voice soared great heights.
and Yogita Wali also was with him for only 1.5 years.
And he was never into Yogita Wali. No mental connection.
No mental connection.
He was just on the spot of the moment.
Yes. So he was a free bird, and exactly like as you point out, and his voice grew, his baritone and the bass.
Hey itself was a melodious.
Yes. And today also I was just there was a movie Tumhari Kasam, Main Husn Ka Hu Deewana. The way he goes for the longer notes and all, and if you see there's Ponga Pandit is one song. Just hear that song. Main jab se chedunga dil ka tarana. He goes, that is, and he does not lose the tune.
He does
not lose the tune.
For a person untrained in classical singing.
Yeah. And then there was this song, that movie was there. You can just search in YouTube. It's a rare song which I am talking of, Akarshan. That has a lyrics. Kisme hai dam tujhe mujhse jo chhin le. I mean, this is such a worst kind of lyrics. Kisme hai dam tujhe. He makes that lyrics also sound so melodious. You know? So this is like, and if, one more thing, if you notice, this different ones in 80s with the heart attacks and all, still he sang that song in Sharabi. Log kehte hain main sharabi hu.
And he is a teetotaler.
He's a teetotaler. No? The way he was doing those stunts with that lung power in spite of the broken heart. That is also, it is very difficult, very, very difficult. But one thing again I would like to just emphasize, in 80s he was making a modulation in his voice and was bringing some of the 50s component into it. He was again going back to his nasal tones. Yes. You see the last songs of Kash, that was Rajesh Roshan's. This one movie is there, Makkar. To him, he would speak. He would sing with his bass, with his baritone, and he would bring that nasal identity also. And
which was there in 50s and 60s.
Which was there in 50s, and that combination I feel is super combination. We can just after this sketch we can hear a few songs and then we can
appreciate. You could sing.
That is what is Anirudha. He sings a lot, but unfortunately I don't know how to sing much. So restricted to. So another thing you were asking about this research. We had met. During my honeymoon, of course, at that time only, met his principal. That video I had uploaded, I think, 2-3 days back. The person was around 100 during the time I interviewed him. He gave me some information, but it was incoherent because of his age. And then the high point of the book is meeting Abdul. His secretary, his driver, his secretary, he was with him for the total amount of time. And all people whom we have met did not have any single bad words to say about him. Not a single person.
And I would like to ask you a personal question.
Yeah.
You are such a passionate person about Kishore Kumar and his singing, especially his singing and his personality. What is it, the song that you sang for your wife? Yeah, I know you don't sing, but then
this is almost every day I sing for something.
But first, when you met her, because Gavaskar sang "Chansi Mehbooba Ho Mere Kab," it's a Mukesh song. So what did you?
I remember. We were on a date and all, just singing that. If you have that song from Sitamgar, I don't know. Whether you must have heard that. It's a beautiful song by Kishore. Says that we're discussing the plans of marriage and all. And said, "Chandroos or Meri Chand Chandroos." So that is a personal favorite also for me. This song I remember.
Not that "Tum jo pakad lo haath mera duniya badal sakta hu main."
And yesterday also, actually, she's a singer. She listens to we have our vinyls at home. So Rahi Badal Gaye song I was just listening. No, the movie is Rahi Badal Gaye. And the song is Meri Dua Hai Phoolon Se Tu Khile. That's again a lovely song. So she started taking that song and she was singing that song in Starbucks.
And now that this book is out with a lot of material that's still yet to come. Now, what about this Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose research that you're doing for the past 40 years, I believe?
No, 40. I'm 50, so I'm researching on Netaji. So Netaji is again a big passion for me. Several of my blogs are there, so if you want, I can share some links. So it is indeed. I want to go to Southeast Asia and all and dig up some new information. A lot of informations are there.
Even now, after almost 80 years.
Yeah. Not because this subject is so interesting and so mysterious. The more you delve into it, something new comes up. But one thing is that I wanted to write Netaji not in this format. I want to write as a book for children.
Oh.
As a book for children, because I want that children should know the real history of India. A lot of distorted histories are being taught to children, and if we need to groom our children properly to know what is the correct history of India.
But how did you get interested in Netaji? Being a Bengali or something else?
Nothing else to go to Bengali. It's Kishore Kumar and Netaji both are very coincidence, because my favorite cricketer is Virendra Sehwag and Kapil Dev, of course.
Not Ganguly?
Not Ganguly. That's why I'm saying that I wanted to refute the allegation.
No, there is no allegation.
Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, like it started with I was just reading and all. Then I just the kind of person he was. 3 months he was in a submarine and then came alone. All those. I've written a chapter on only the submarine journey. If you want, I can just share it with you. So he for me, like he was something like a Superman, and it is on record now. This Clement Attlee, who was the Prime Minister of UK at that time, he is on record saying that when he came to India in 1956, and there Panibhushan Chakrabarti was there, the governor of Bengal. So he stayed at the governors of Bengal's house, and then he was asked this question, that you had won the Second World War in 1945. So what made you go back? You were doing well. You were the winner of the World War. Then he said that Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose and the Indian National Army. It's unclear, but somehow we are not getting the mileage these people deserve. So it hurts.
But I would like to make one thing clear. I just asked that is a Bengali, but the problem is Kishore Kumar, Salil Chaudhary, Hemant Kumar or Subhash Chandra Bose. These people belong to the nation.
Yes.
You cannot say that they are Bengalis or Maharashtrians or something like that. And now we'll see.
I was posted in Manipur also. In Manipur, I was there for 2 years. I was in charge of our Manipur bottling plant. So there I did a lot of studies on the Indian National Army. The way they came from these bordering states, from Burma to Manipur, and then there's a battle of Red Hills and all. So it was a very, that's what I was telling you, the more you go deep into it, the more fascinating it becomes.
Now we'll switch back to Kishore Kumar once again.
Yeah.
While reading this book, I felt as if Kishore Kumar regretted not learning Shastriya Sangeeta, the traditional music. Was that there?
Yeah, it was there if you see the book, because Kishore Kumar, very, very interesting question. Kishore Kumar was a person, one of the most intelligent person in the film industry. He is on record saying in so many times that, look, I am singing for a certain person. I am singing for a person in the movie. He might be playing a doctor. He might be playing a different kind of character. He need not be a singer.
Yes.
So why do you expect me to sing in a perfect tune? Are we making a movie on Tansen? His thought process is pakka, correct, that he should make mistakes. So that is why, if you see the books, in various places he has mentioned that for playback singing, if the hero is a singer, then only he has that some importance is associated with it. Otherwise not. So his friend circles, he learnt music from his sister. It's again a myth that Kishore Kumar did not learn music. A little bit. Rudimentary. It was ingrained by Swati Rani, his sister. Ashok Kumar, in fact, learned. So, and his circle of friends were Fayaz Khan and a lot of classical singers, and he used to attend concerts.
Yes.
He used to attend concerts regularly, and of course that is the reason why he made Amit Kumar learn classical music. That regret is
always
if a little bit of regret is there as Kishore Kumar, that maybe that and if you see Pritish Nandi's forward, he wanted to have, he had some big dreams for himself. He wanted to go international.
Yes. What I certainly feel is there are two things that when you talk about Kishore Kumar's singing career that should be taken into account. One is his non-training in classical music, and that is one of the reasons why he couldn't sing some of the mellifluous songs like Muhammad Rafi did, where he could put tones and he used his Khandwa, everything. While Kishore Kumar couldn't go that soft. Another thing what I feel is his image as an actor has bogged down Kishore Kumar as a singer. Because if you see in 70s, when Kishore Kumar was in full flow, those music directors of 60s, except Salil Chaudhary, could not recognize or use Kishore Kumar in a melody as well. Like for example, Shankar Jayakishan. He used Kishore Kumar to sing only very nut-cut songs. So do you think that his image as an artist, as an actor, affected his image as a singer in later part, because he was made to sing some silly songs too, with all those shouts and all those loud things?
Silly songs mostly he sang in the 80s. At that time he had left acting altogether, and in 50s also initially his songs were a bit energetic and fast moving songs. But I somehow I tend to disagree with you regarding that the classic, because although I am not by any stretch of imagination, I don't know much about classical, but I had interacted with a few classical singers. For example, Prince Rama Verma. He is on record saying that Kishore Kumar's range and Kishore Kumar grasp, classical singers should take inspiration from.
That is mentioned in the book.
Yes, and Pandit Ajay Chakravarti also is on record. Plus there is another story which was there in Dharma or some magazine regarding Pandit Bhimsen Joshi's assertion on Kishore Kumar. So Kishore Kumar, one thing is that he, if you see this H.S. Raval, he has also mentioned that he was not competing with anybody. If you want to give Muhammad Rafi his songs, says go can give it, I have to go there. That is why he lost Sharara to Muhammad Rafi and so many other
and even Kasme Waade Pyar Ka he gave it voluntarily.
Voluntarily.
And Nafrat Ki Duniya Ko Chhod Ke Pyar Ki Duniya to Muhammad Rafi. So he knew his limitations and his strengths.
And he was not in a rat race, basically. He was in a world of his own. That is the
with Kishore Kumar's God's gifted voice, I don't think anybody has a chance in front of him.
Absolutely. Because, and that person also suddenly, before he died, he was supposed to record an album with Saigal songs. Everything was finalized. Just before, the recording, 1 or 2 days before the recording, suddenly he decides that no, I'll not do this album. Then HMV was like, sir, we have spent so much money on this. Kindly tell us the reason. No, I don't want people to tell that Kishore Kumar sang better than Sai.
But does it show his confidence or respect?
Respect. Yes, because he only gave the idea.
Because Lata Mangeshkar sang Shraddhanjali.
And that is her point of view. But I am talking of Kishore Kumar.
But she condemned these cover versions by other singers who were singing her songs and getting them. So, do you think maybe if we had sung, Saigal songs must have got elevated? Must have got elevated.
As a fan, as a follower, we definitely would have liked Kishore Kumar to sing, right? But that was his way of thinking. That
because listening to Shraddhanjali, we went back to Saigal. We did not stop with Lata Mangeshkar.
Yes.
So maybe it would have happened if Kishore Kumar too had sung.
Yes. Yeah, that's what we do. I mean, you, me, everyone would have loved. But his thought process was totally different.
And now we have concentrated on Kishore Kumar as a singer and also as a human being. We discussed about him. What do you think about him as a producer?
Producer?
He produced few gems like Dur Gagan Ki Chhaav Mein or...
producers like, I will not, as a producer, first thing what you want as a producer is discipline.
Which is not lacking.
Discipline means he was a very, very whimsical person. If you see in this, during the research of this book, we have come out of so many of his movies which have not seen the light of the day. he would announce, next day he would forget. So as a producer, that was the only, he was not serious at all. And the few movies he had produced, Dur Ka Rahi, Dur Gagan Ki Chhaav Mein, so
Bharti Ka Naam Dari.
Bharti Ka Naam Dari. Bharti Ka Naam Dari was really something very, very
Highly creative.
highly creative movie. And Bharti Ka Naam Dari, I'll just share information which has not been shared anywhere till now, not even in the book. That can just, Bharti Ka Naam Dari was, he got some inspiration from his friends in Khandwa. There was this person, Ramnik Lal Mehta, who had his mannerisms he had imbibed, and he started building the K.N. Singh character. So that's how this Bharti Ka Naam Dari had. And like if you see again, we were talking of innovations. Yesterday, did you see, sir, in that the professor of Mumbai Aeronautical Department Chemistry, he is projecting this book as a book on leadership and innovation and entrepreneurship. So, I mean, there's a reason to it, because Kishore Kumar was a very, very innovative person. One was that instance where, Asha Bhosle was out of tune in Piya. And second, in that Bharti Ka Naam Dari, if you see, there's one song, Oh Kaun Che. That song is sung by all, and like I told you, he was a very realistic type of person. This Deven Burma, it was sung by all four people, Maruti and then I.S. Johar and all, who have never in fact touched the mic. And he gave them the go and sing. He wanted to see how it looks in the screen, make it more natural.
But I think the serious side of Kishore Kumar also shows in his films. Like
he was a very serious person,
and outward appearance is deceptive.
Yes, he was a very, very serious person. Dur Gagan Ki Chhaav Mein, Dur Ka Rahi, and these two unreleased movies, Dila Asman, Suhana Geet. If you see the YouTube clippings, almost 6 reels were completed for Suhana Geet. It gives an impression. And Pyar Ajnabi Hai. All those were serious films. Unfortunately, serious films only you had Dur Wadiyon Mein Kahin, Dur Ka Rahi, and Dur Gagan Ki Chhaav Mein. They only saw the light of the day. Other serious films did not see the light of the day.
Does it also?
Even for Mandir, there was this film with Madhubala, but because of Madhubala's illness, he had so many films.
But what I feel is, if you see his songs in 50s, 60s, his films and his own productions, somewhere in his heart of hearts, he wanted to project himself as not a buffoon but a very serious person with a philosophical outlook towards life.
Yes, correct. Especially Dur Ka Rahi. Dur Ka Rahi, if you see, it was a takeoff from Shane, and he always, because of his loneliness, the entire 60s he was very lonely. So that got reflected in the kind of films he was making. Then in Dur Gagan Ki Chhaav Mein also, if you see, Dur Gagan Ki Chhaav Mein was a takeoff from the Proud Rebel, but the Proud Rebel settings
different
was the urban side of it. Here he had made a rural setting to catch the emotion of that, of father longing for the son to speak up and all those things. So it's a very serious subject. And even Dur Wadiyon Mein Kahin, the murderer under trial and all. And one more movie just we were discussing, Shabazz Daddy. That was also his production. In fact, except for Chalti Ka Naam Zindagi did not, live up to its reputation. Let us be very frank. Apart from that, if you see, all his movies had something or the other. Chalti Ka Naam Gaadi you take, Ghungroo you take, Luko Chori is a, so that puts into rest all those theories that Kishore Kumar wanted these two films to flop so that he can save on income tax. There are hundreds of better ways of making a film flop. Why would you spend money on such beautiful songs if you want a film to flop? And this regarding that, another interesting information which recently only we came to know from Khandwa, that which is again the first time I'm speaking. That is, this Malthusian theory, which he used to sing on this during his college days to remember. So that in fact was the watermelon song. And watermelon song has been translated into Humte Wothi.
Humte Wothi or Samaragi.
So the original song by was Tennyson. That was the watermelon song, and he used to sing in that tune. Humte, the population, the demon curves, and something like that. So everything which that was his way of memorizing lessons and all.
And another aspect, this rumor, is it a rumor or a fact? Because in the book it is written that Dur Gagan Ki Chhau Mein song, where Aanchal Ke Tujhe Main Leke Chalu, is written by Kishore Kumar.
Yes.
And shown to Shailendra, and he has in the book it is written that he said, I won't write better than this. Okay.
That is Shailendra's son told us. Yes.
But in the internet or anywhere it is circulated that Shailendra wrote the song, Kishore Kumar liked it, and he wanted to keep it on his name, so Shailendra agreed. So which one is to be believed now? Because the book says something, outside in circulation something which is correct. And what do your research says?
Research says that what the book is saying is absolutely correct, because there are a couple of sources for this. One is an interview with Dinesh Shailendra, his son, and also Kishore Kumar's own article on that. In an article which came in Madhuri, I guess, he wrote how he wrote this Aanchal Ke Tujhe song. He started with some Tukbandis, then Gale, then what comes closer to Gale, Pale, what for, something like that. Then he comes up with that. Even this Kishore Kumar, he was someone, if you had not written, he will not say that I have written. He was a very honest person.
And one more thing,
one poem. One poem Kishore Kumar had written, which is very, very popular in internet, and that is on the pan. So it had come in the 70s in Dharma Yuga, but actually he had written it in 1958 itself in Delhi Kathak, but I never really see any credit of that.
And another aspect that I would like to know from you is, in this book, the so-called rivalry between Mohammad Rafi and Kishore Kumar is just mentioned, and there is no rivalry, and it's finished.
Yes.
Why is it that way? Like, there is no rivalry between them individually, that is agreed. But now you know that Kishore Kumar fans and the Rafi fans, they're always at loggerheads with each other about who is great or not.
Yeah.
Maybe you could have dwelt on their friendship more.
So then it would have again, we could have, but there's no end to it. It would have again taken the shape of a hagiography rather than a biography. We did not want that.
Because you could have taken some of their songs together, like Bhagam Bhag song, where they match each other for note.
Yes.
So such songs, maybe you could have said that they're equals and there is no rivalry between them. And in your opinion,
we had written more actually on this subject, but again, due to the constraint of the thing, we had written a couple of para more, but
because I was eagerly waiting for that incident when it comes, because I am a die-hard fan of Mohammad Rafi along with Kishore Kumar.
Okay.
So all of them are equals in my opinion. So I was waiting, how do you deal with that topic?
Okay.
So I felt like you just
just touched it
and left it.
And they had great respect for each other.
That they had great respect for each other.
Yes.
But still, the fans, you should have made it clear.
Fans actually, that is because you are a very rare fan who sincerely loves the songs, and you try to find out the positivities. But 90% of the fans today in internet will go on accusing and throwing mud slinging.
Yes.
That is what is going on.
Yes.
After this digital age,
now everybody can say his opinion.
Everybody
proof.
Yes. So that is what now a few fans will come and say, see, this book has written this, Kishore fans will come this, then another slush
Maybe controversy would have benefited the book.
Maybe you can, but okay, I take your opinion in all humbleness.
No, it is just an opinion, because I was waiting for how you are going to deal with it.
Okay.
Because even though people, Kishore Kumar's, if 10 hit songs, 8 were Kishore Kumar songs during those 70s. But Rafi was also not lagging behind.
Yes. In fact, actually, we had, if you see the structure of the book, we have not given our opinion on anything in this book.
Yes.
Being fans of Kishore Kumar, it is almost an impossible task for me to keep my emotions.
That's what I said in the first. I began with Anirudha Bhattacharjee's comment.
Yes. So it was very difficult for us to keep emotions aside. So everything in the book, if you see, is either related to some anecdotes or some trivias, and bringing out the character through these documentations or anecdotes or trivias. So that is why this regarding this Mohammad Rafi and Kishore, one of the biggest rumors which was floating in the market was the Ragini song which Mohammad Rafi sang for Kishore Kumar. So that we have dispelled here, that it is not because of that Kishore Kumar was not able to sing or something, because Bharat Bhushan was initially slated to perform the role of Kishore Kumar. That song was given to Mohammad Rafi. It is documented in various magazines at that time. So similarly,
even the
Shararat, so his director himself has come and told that Kishore Kumar, he was not interested. He said, if you want to give it to anybody, you give it. So that's why you see even those Durani and all those things, as Satish and all, they have also sang. But yes, we take your opinion.
And another aspect I found is, so many places you mentioned his contributions towards creating a song. So was it conscious effort, like to project Kishore Kumar as a creative person, where he contributed? Usually there will be opinions exchange when a song is created. It's a team effort. But particularly mentioning that Kishore Kumar contributed this, is it a conscious effort to project Kishore as a creative person?
It's not actually a conscious effort, but then going by his past records and the way he speaks his dialogues in the films, and Kishore Kumar was probably the only person, not only in Bollywood, you can say Hollywood, and I say this with a lot of responsibility, that the gap between his real life and real life was absolutely minimal. You see Kishore Kumar performing in some Bagi Shahzada, or for that matter, there was that Nutan movie, I think, Dilli Ka Dhar. You see the scenes where he was about to fight and all those things. You will feel like what he is doing here. He looks totally out of place. So his comic scenes or and he was not at all, like you were discussing now, that why he was, did you find anything about his romantic liaison? He just hated those scenes in the movies.
It is obvious, except with Madhubala.
So his sense of comic and his seriousness, this is just an extension of his childhood. This is an extension of his Khandwa days. He did not need to act. He did not need to act at all. So from there, when we were hearing, in fact, we are hearing his stories of his childhood and all, then it doesn't take brains to understand that this has to be a contribution of Kishore Kumar, that songs and all those things. And he was like, whatever eccentric stories and all we hear regarding Kishore Kumar, everything has a logical conclusion to it. He will not do that to any Tom, Dick and Harry. He knows what to do with whom. Those producers who were harassing him for money, who were not paying him in time, only for them only he was that Kishore Kumar, which is getting reflected.
His stories are legendary.
The legendary stories are getting reflected.
So now we have almost covered all aspects of...
one aspect we have not covered, which I would like to cover here with your due permission.
Need not ask permission. The program is for that.
That is a tragedy actually, that we in India give scant recognition to entertainment. Kishore Kumar as an entertainer, Kishore Kumar as a performer of live shows has simply no equals anywhere in the world. You can go and, had he been born in US, he would have won so many awards. only because of the strength of his performance.
Danny K like.
Danny K and all is nothing in front of him, sir. Danny K will not be able to sing a sad song and all those things.
Yes.
You see how, if you see those YouTube videos and the innovations which he does, the innovations in his live shows are something to die for.
Yes. Yes, that's obvious. Except for Lata Mangeshkar, everybody enjoyed them.
And I was talking to, in fact, our article came in Stardust, then I talked to one of his troupe members in this Melody Makers, Bela Zulake. So what happened was that it was in San Francisco or somewhere. At that time, the Khalistan movement was in peak. Kishore Kumar, actually, we say that he's a very brave person. He does not bow down to anybody. And we cite the example of emergency. Right. But the incident which I am going to talk about is nothing less than that. Kishore Kumar was singing in San Francisco. The Khalistani terrorists entered the hall with rifles and all. And our man, he continued singing. He finished the song. As in, then the organizers came in and they stopped. Terrorists are there. Can you imagine what we are talking about? What kind of man we are talking about?
Maybe terrorists was mesmerized by his voice.
That is a tragedy that of insurmountable proportion, that we have not recognized the value of entertainment. It is always like chided down. No. Main, we have to be serious in life. We have to. It's a crime to make people laugh, and it's a crime to make people entertained in India.
But it's difficult to make them laugh, actually.
Yes. You see Michael Jackson, the kind of iconic status he has attained, and you compare that with Kishore Kumar. So that is what I just hope that this book at least creates an aura that yes, person, and he had the ability to laugh at himself. Very few of us had that ability to laugh at ourselves. He will never bothered about allegations and all. He'll take it in his stride.
And he'll make others laugh.
He'll make others laugh.
And two more aspects. Now that we are coming to the almost to the end of it, we have covered most of the things. What I find another thing is that his relationship with other music directors other than S.D. Burman and R.D. Burman was not much touched upon. Like he had immense respect for Shankar of Shankar J. Kishan.
Yes.
Even in the last days when Shankar was not on his top, Kishore Kumar used to, whenever Shankar calls him, he used to go and sing.
Yes.
And the last song that Shankar was supposed to record, which he failed to turn up because he has passed away, was Kishore Kumar duet with Sharada. So that aspect of his respect for creative people.
Yes, correct. That's because of the size of the book, we did not want to have the book to be a linear aspect, that Kishore Kumar as a singer, Kishore Kumar as a actor, Kishore Kumar as a music director, then chapter Kishore Kumar as a lyricist. So we wanted to make a story out of the whole thing, and if you see the book, it was written in the form of a story.
It is excellent read, actually. Really, frankly, such a
so it was proving to be different. Some more, like we did not touch upon so many, like what I was telling about the music directors, the small music directors for whom he had done a lot of favors. Shankar Jaikishan sir had rightly talked of. Kalyanji Anandji also we did not touch upon much, except the fact of his emergency and how he had one or two songs. So wherever we have touched, except Lakshmikant Pyarelal and R.D. Burman, these are the only two, because they have got a significant amount of contribution. R.D. Burman, everyone knows that but Lakshmikant Pyarelal, the late 60s, the three songs which he had given, those are B-class movies which have been elevated by
that heralded the arrival of Aradhana, I think.
Exactly. Yes. Shriman Fantosh and all those songs. So that is the reason why Lakshmikant Pyarelal and R.D. Burman were given separate spaces, and all other music directors, if you see, sir, they were related to the stories where a particular song was coming up, or some anecdotes and all. Hemant Kumar also, when Dur Gagan Ki Chhav, Elu Ko Chori and all those things. And some music directors should come in the next Bengali editions like Ajay Das. Ajay Das was a very, very prolific music director of Bengal who had given him a maximum number of hits in the 80s. These are household songs in Bengali. So this, because of lack of, we had written about this, but because of it's a heavily edited book. I'm confessing that it's a heavily edited book. And we initially wanted this book to be hardbound. That would have given us some more, but due to publishers' restrictions and all, it has had to be a paperback.
Paperback is easy to read, actually.
Hardbound would have given us some more pages. That is the thing. Another is that we also had interviewed Rajesh Roshan. That also it could not touch.
Yes, because Rajesh Roshan has given him some wonderful songs.
Wonderful songs.
He had brought out some different aspect of Kishore Kumar in his songs. Bhul Gaya Sab Kuch.
Yes.
Chhu Kar Mere Man Ko.
And then that probably one of the very first rap songs like Do aur do paanch tune mujhe dekha nahi dekha hai to jana hai to mana nahi mujhe pehchana nahi.
And that yes.
So this just it is difficult to fill out everything that
it happens because when you write biography of a person with such varied personalities, always some aspect will be missed, and nobody will be satisfied or completed. This is not. You have to leave it. You have to do what you like to do.
Yes.
And one hypothetical questions finally. What I observed is most of the Bengali artists, they are large-hearted. Like Pankaj Malik himself was a music director, singer, but he gave chance to Sahil. So the same way. Many of the Sanil Chaudhary gave chance to so many people. Hemant Kumar himself is a music director, singer, but he made Kishore Kumar and others sing. So like that, can you share this large-heartedness of Kishore Kumar?
Large-heartedness of Kishore Kumar,
like he himself is a music director, singer, actor.
Yeah, if you see Dul Karahi, then Durdevangi Chhao Mein, the best of the songs he had given to Hemant Kumar. No, but that is not.
That is what I was actually mentioning. Rahi to Matruk Jana.
Rahi to Matruk Jana and all. But that's a part of it. His large-heartedness is that.
Is it a Bengali trait?
Because I don't consider myself in parochial outlook and all. I did my studies also from Nagpur, engineering, and traveled all over the country. So that kind of aspect is not there with me. But large-heartedness and Kishore Kumar goes hand in hand. Kishore Kumar ke baare mein, if you see, you will find, say, he is A, you are B. You will say Kishore Kumar is the worst possible character. He will say Kishore Kumar is the best possible character. There will be nobody in between. Someone will say Kishore Kumar had treated Madhubala with condescension. Someone is saying that Kishore Kumar se acha husband to ho nahi sakta. You will hardly find someone saying Kishore Kumar is a normal person. He is in between. Neither for his singing to theek hai, but for his personal, those who know Kishore Kumar vouch for the fact that there can't be a better human being than him. Mahmood is one. Mahmood, in his book, written by Hanif Zaveri, has categorically told that Kishore Kumar is the best person in the industry.
Yes. And their camaraderie shows in their films.
Yes. Now, see, this recently only I was just reading, which again did not find a place in the book. For this Sabash Daddy, I believe, or maybe Pyar Kiye Jaa, because both were shot in the south. They were about to shoot it in Ooty. Kishore Kumar had got his entire troupe with him, including the person who, has a tray and he gives glasses of water to people. He moves around in a tray. So when they were just boarding the flight, others observed that along with that troupe, Kishore Kumar has got that person also. And they were asking him, Kishore Kumar, that person so you will get in Ooty and all, why you are carrying this guy to go in a flight? And he's saying that you and me can go to flight, but will he get another chance?
Yes.
Let him also go with us. And in all Kishore Kumar movies, you see the name casting, how the titles are casted. That will give you an idea of how large-hearted it is. He will give the name of each and every person.
Yes.
And in many of his films, he does not give his name. Singers, mein, if you see the list of singers, Kishore Kumar's name will not be there. So there is no doubt that he was an extremely lovable character and a very, very
He is
large
extremely lovable, just like that half ticket, I think embodies his personality.
Yes.
He was like a child, but he is highly mature.
Yes. Yes.
And finally, if you were to choose just one song from the complete works of Kishore Kumar, which one would it be?
See, you have to give me some.
No 10, no 100, no 50, just
not,
one.
no one, but you have to give me a song per decade. One for 50, one for 60, 70s and 80s. And my choice will again change tomorrow. That also I can tell you. But one song is there in the film Ma. That movie is unreleased. That movie was directed by Funny Majumdar, and Funny Majumdar's equation with Kishore Kumar was very, very changed. They were like the best of friends. But you see, Funny Majumdar's first movie was Andolan with Kishore. That movie got completed, and that was again a landmark movie in Kishore Kumar's career. Next was Nila Asman, which could not get complete. Sorry, after Andolan, there was Dhobi Doctor. Dhobi Doctor is not available now. It's Kishore fanatics always search for that. The music director was Khayyam. It had a song nobody
Khayyam and
knows.
Kishore Kumar.
Yeah.
Rare combination.
Rare combination in the 50s. It was Khayyam's most probably first movie. Jagdeep acted as the role of small Kishore during that time. So that movie is also not to be found. Third movie, Suhana Git, and his third movie, Nila Asman, again gone to the dogs. Fourth movie, this. Fifth movie, again there was a movie called Pagla that also did not see the light of the day. Last movie was Ma. Ma was about my favorite Subhash Chandra Bose topic, which was dealing with INA soldiers in Malaysia and all those things. So that movie could not get complete, but that movie had a song, and that is probably my in 60s. Although we had Dur Gagan Ki Chhaav Mein and other songs, Ghungroos and all those things.
Especially Do Duni Char.
Do Duni Char and all. But I request you to please hear this song. This film is called Ma. Music is by Chitragupt. And the song is Main Hasun Ki Us Pe Roon. This is one of my very, very favorite songs. And one more for the 80s is the Farooq Sheikh song of the movie Katha. मैंने तुमसे कुछ नहीं मांगा आज दे दो. These are the song I always hum, although I know very little singing, but these songs go beyond the ordinary rhythms. The way he sings Vardhan De Do, it's like gives goosebumps.
And finally, of all the Kishore Kumar songs, which songs embodies the personality of Kishore Kumar? Is it Achal Ka Tujhe or Panti Hu Main Us Path Ka? Or
No,
Bekaraare Dil Tu Gaayega?
it is Main Hu Jhum 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 Jhumru.
Oh.
Because it embodies both. Main Hu Jhum 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 Jhumru means that is the energetic part of it. Beeti baaton pe dhool udata chala. That is the serious part of it. So in that song, the first line is one Kishore Kumar, second line is the other Kishore Kumar. Main hu jhum 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 jhumru pakad lunga beeti baaton pe dhool udata chala.
I am Bhola Bala.
Dil ka shehzada.
Bas. Excellent. So it was wonderful speaking with you, Parthiv Dharji. And
I would invite you to my house here in Hyderabad. You can see, we can have a huge discussion on Kishore Kumar, but all the materials to you, like all booklets, all film fairs of the 50s, and all those stuffs. Again, I've got some original Kishore Kumar collections given to me by his friends from Khandwa. That also I can show you.
Maybe we'll do a video program on your collection soon. So it was wonderful speaking with you, and hopefully your next edition will be of this book. Second edition will be full of the missed anecdotes and the left out pages. The bulk doesn't matter for such books because it's a very easy read, and we enjoyed reading it and learning about Kishore Kumar, his personality, his character. So thanks a lot for giving us this interview, taking time out from your busy schedule, and hopefully we will be speaking more about Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose as well in future.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. I'll hum my another favorite of mine. That is from दो पाँच. तूने अभी देखा नहीं देखा है तो जाना नहीं जाना है तो माना नहीं मुझे पहचाना नहीं दुनिया दीवानी मेरी मेरे पीछे पीछे भागी किस महदम यहाँ ठहरे जो मेरे आगे आना नहीं देखो टकराना नहीं किसी से भी हारे नहीं हम.
So again another Kishore Kumar embodiment.
I am also a fun loving poet.